Very, very shortly. And can I just say, you all look mighty beautiful this evening, despite the rain. Okay. I think we're ready to start, everybody. We're just going to get people to gradually take some seats before we actually get this evening underway. It's great to see some of the faces in here tonight. Some people I haven't seen in a very long time. Okay, I think we can get this evening underway. So, welcome to you all on what is set to be a fabulous evening. It's been fabulous so far, but there is more fabulousness to come this evening. Wouldn't you agree? Okay, so before we get things started, just some official welcomes. The Honourable Edmund Bartlett, Minister of Tourism. The Honourable Olivia Babsey-Grange, Minister of Culture, Gender, Entertainment and Sport. His Excellency Seth George Ramakan, High Commissioner for Jamaica to the United Kingdom. Mrs. Patricia Laird-Grant, Deputy High Commissioner for Jamaica to the United Kingdom. Dr. Ramakan, of course. And all of you in the room tonight, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, and not just to the 200 or 300 in the room, but actually to all of those who are watching, because we are streaming around the world. So fix up, guys, look sharp, because you're on camera. Can we have a round of applause for the fact that we are streaming live around the world? So as most of you should know, if you are here in the room tonight, this is a very, very special year for Jamaica. It is, of course, Jamaica's 60th year of independence. In other words, Jamaica's Diamond Jubilee. And Jamaica is just coming into her own. I mean, she's always flourished, but they say life begins at 40. I don't agree. I think life begins at 60 and beyond. And I'm sure there are many in this room who would agree with me. So we are here to celebrate the launch of the Jamaica 60 program in the UK. It's already been launched officially in Jamaica by the Prime Minister himself. But of course, as many people who inhabit the beautiful island of Jamaica, we have a diaspora equally as many people who live outside of the beautiful island. And the diaspora is hugely important, an important element of Jamaica, an important part of Jamaica's story, not only for celebrating the wonderful culture that we have, but of course the diaspora is important for the progression of Jamaica and Jamaicans as a whole around the world. Jamaica is a wonderful island full of so much culture, so much heritage, so much of a beautiful and rich story, and of course we are here to celebrate that tonight. My name is Janelle Rayburn, and I am a proud second generation Jamaican. And I am also a former Miss Jamaica UK. And there are some of my Miss Jamaica UK alumni in the building as well. So I just want you to give a round of applause for those people in the building as well. Thank you very much. So as a proud Jamaican, I am really honoured to be your host for this evening, to take you through what will be a fantastic programme this year. So we've got some entertainment lined up for you. We've got a couple of videos lined up for you that will show you, will reveal what the programme of celebration will be for this year. Who is excited to know what Jamaica 60 holds this year? Nah, I'm not feeling that. Come on, give me some energy, people. Give me some fire, okay? Because I can tell you now, it's a hugely exciting program, and you will not be disappointed. All will be revealed very, very soon. But before we start, we've got a little musical prelude for you by Mr. Lascelles James. Do you want to step up, Mr. Lascelles James? An extraordinary saxophonist. We'll give him a moment to get himself set up. And I mean, a proud Jamaican too, right, Lascelles? All of him. And your saxophone too. Are you good to go? You ready? Okay, take it away.
Welcome to Jamaica. I am a full Jamaican. I've been in this country for a long time, but Jamaican is always about. Yes, sir. It's a dedication. Let me try this thing. I tried to go with it, but I moved on to the other corner. Yes, when you're ready. Oh, that's me now. Again. What's the name of that guy? It's here. Jesus County. Redemption song. Oh, and that is without the backing track, okay? How could I give you this song without my backing track? Redemption song. Am I on the right track?
Did you enjoy that, ladies and gentlemen? Give Mr. Lascelles James another round of applause, please. That was a great rendition. Now, before we move on, there was one distinguished guest that I forgot to mention. Councillor Adam Jogi. He's looking embarrassed. The Mayor of Haringey, thank you for joining us this evening. Please give him a round of applause. So, I think that was wonderful, that bit of live music. It was very humbling as well, because we've had a tough couple of years, these last couple of years, for reasons that we all know. None of us could hide from it, you know, the great big C word, COVID. Many people have suffered during the pandemic. Many people have lost loved ones during the pandemic. Many people have faced isolation, you know, and suffered in some kind of way. So getting together now and celebrating this year's Diamond Jubilee for Jamaica is even more the sweeter, given the past couple of years that we have faced. And you know how we do it in Jamaica. Ain't no party like a Jamaican party. And we've missed out for the past couple of years, so we're going to make up for lost time, aren't we? And you all are going to get involved too. So, like I said, we will be revealing all to you this evening in terms of the program and what we have in store for you. And I can tell you it's very, very exciting. Now, before we do get into the program of celebrations, I'd like you to all please be upstanding for the Jamaica National Anthem.
No matter where in this world I go, I am a Jamaican.
Don't take your seats just yet, because as we are in the United Kingdom, we do need to honour and respect the national anthem of the United Kingdom. So please remain on your feet. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, everybody. You may now take your seats. And as we have just heard the national anthem for the UK, I think it's important to mention that it's also a big year of celebration for Her Majesty the Queen this year. And I'd like to apologise to Her in advance in case we Jamaicans eclipse her program of celebrations. So Your Majesty, we apologize in advance because, we can't help it as Jamaicans, just so we do it. It's going to be big, it's going to be bad, it's going to be bold, and maybe she'll come and celebrate with us, who knows? Right. So moving on, we have a prayer now from Pastor Peter Stapleton. Peter, would you like to join me? It's going to be short, sweet, and spicy, he says. All right.
Good evening to His Excellency George Ramakam, the Deputy, Honourable Olivia Grange, MP, and Honourable Edmund Bartlett, and our distinguished Mayor. Greetings. Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, as our compere has mentioned that the last 2 years has been a time of sadness, but a time of moving forward. And just momentarily, let us just reflect and remember those who have lost, because our community, both here and in Jamaica and the wider diaspora, has suffered. So let us just have a momentary time of silence in remembrance of those who have gone on. Heavenly Father, we thank you for bringing us together on this auspicious and beautiful occasion to launch the Jamaica 60 UK Diamond Jubilee. God, we thank you for the 60 years of blessing upon the island nation of Jamaica. We can say, blessed is the nation whose God is the Lord. God, by your sovereign and gracious will, has guided and blessed this nation. And as we celebrate this launch, help us to remember that it was you that has kept us. And we can draw reference and we can draw virtue from the word of God, where it says, hitherto has the Lord helped us. God, we are grateful. Father, we pray on this launch of this 60th celebration, we seek your help and guidance and blessing in all forthcoming activities and events. And as we celebrate, we pray that you will work, that we will work with unity and with a common purpose as we celebrate with those back home and with the rest of the diaspora. In Jesus' mighty name, amen. God bless you all.
Thank you, Pastor. That was wonderful. Thank you very much. Okay, the moment you've all been waiting for. The big reveal, as we say. Can I get a drum roll, please? I don't think a drum roll's lined up, but maybe tapping of the feet, tapping of the table. So we have got an introductory video for you, just to give you a bit of a flavour of what you can expect this year for the Diamond Jubilee celebrations for Jamaica's independence. So have we got the video queued up? I'm not sure who I'm looking at. Good? Okay. Roll VT.
This is Jamaica 60, involving impactful legacy projects and entertaining and educational commemorative events.
This is the land of my birth. I said this is the land of my birth. I said this is Jamaica, my Jamaica, the land of my birth.
Jamaica 60, reigniting a nation for greatness.
Was that a natural ending or? Yeah? That was just a bit of a flavour for you, by the way. I just should mention that this evening has been sponsored by the Jamaica Tourist Board, so we want to say a very big thank you to them for putting this evening on, providing you with some pretty decent rum punch and some pretty tasty patties too. I'm not sure if there's still any rum punch left, but be quick, get to the bar. And so I would like to introduce to you now a welcome that will be given by His Excellency Seth George Ramakan, the High Commissioner for Jamaica to the United Kingdom. I invite you up to give a few words, please. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. I feel the vibes as I walked in and I heard the music and I saw everyone having fun. It tells me that we are onto a very, very great year. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I first of all want to extend a very warm welcome to all of you. You are here as a representation of a very large number of people who are in the cyber world, who are observing and participating digitally with all that is going on here. And I want to welcome you especially because this is quite unusual in the sense that we always, every year, celebrate Jamaica's independence. But this year is a year-long celebration. And it is in that light I want to particularly acknowledge the presence of the Honorable Edmund Bartlett, Minister of Tourism, and the Jamaica Tourist Board that is sponsoring this event. And I want to especially acknowledge the presence of Jamaica's Minister of Culture, Sports, Entertainment, Gender Affairs, the Honorable Olivia Babsy-Grange, who will be leading the celebration this year, as she always does, in very, very fine style. I ask you to give our two ministers a very warm round of applause and welcome. And of course, we have a number of dignitaries. The Director General of the Jamaica Tourist Board is here with us. I acknowledge him. I acknowledge to his extreme right, if I'm seeing very well, Mrs. Beverly Lindsay, who is sitting there, who yesterday we had the great opening, the church service in Birmingham yesterday, which she was a person that was really behind it and led it. And from the Jamaica Tourist Board, Liz Fox, who actually is a person on the ground here that keeps it going. But right here in the UK, Mayor Jogi, Councillor Adam Jogi, we welcome you very specially. Councillor Jogi has been just about every event that we have in the Jamaican community. A very dedicated Jamaican. And of course, to his right is Mr. Nathaniel Pete, who will be celebrating with us in the program. He has a part to play. I want to acknowledge, of course, my dear wife, Dr. Lola Ramakan. So, you have begun. We are kicking off. We are ready to move. This is going to be a year of great celebration. And there is much that Jamaica has to celebrate. We know that we are little, but we're Talawa, as was said by Honorable Edmund Bartlett yesterday at the church service. Little, but we're Talawa. There's hardly a country on this globe that does not know about Jamaica. There's hardly a country on this globe that does not know the flag of Jamaica, wherever it is. And there's so much that is known about us. So this year is a year of celebration. I welcome you, and I thank you and thank all the persons who are joining in tonight into helping us in the launch of this celebration. I hand you back to Janelle Rayburn.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Thank you very much. Now, as His Excellency mentioned, this is a wonderful, huge, fantastic year of celebration for Jamaicans at home, abroad, friends of Jamaica, and you know what, globally, because I would go one further than you and say that there isn't a country, not hardly a country, there isn't actually a country around the world that doesn't know of Jamaica, or know the colours of Jamaica, or know a song from Jamaica, or some kind of fact about Jamaica, and that is so huge and impressive. Now, I must mention that this evening has been brought to you jointly by the Ministry of Culture, Gender, Entertainment and Sport, as well as the Ministry of Tourism. And there are a number of other sponsors that the list is too long for me to mention, but will be on rotation throughout the evening. And so we just give credit to those people who have made tonight possible, and to have you beautiful people here in the room to help us celebrate. You know, over the weekend I was invited to an event in Liverpool, and I'm ashamed to say that that's the first time I've been to Liverpool, but the Mayor of Liverpool invited me to an event for Liverpool Against Racism. She is a woman of colour, a black woman, very proud black woman of West African heritage, and also a very good friend and supporter of Jamaica. And she is an extreme activist in the fight against racism. Now, I was at a gala dinner that she hosted, and Bonnie Greer, who is a well-known activist and a former Black Panther, was in the room. And she gave a really moving and powerful speech. And you know what? In her speech, she singled out the island and the people of Jamaica as one of, if not the most actively powerful and, just remarkable people that make up this world in terms of activism, in terms of defending rights, in terms of standing up for what we believe in. Yeah, that does deserve a round of applause. And she's an African American. She's not Jamaican, but out of all of her years of experience throughout her activism, she mentioned Jamaica. And sat in that room, I was so proud to be there and hear her speak and hear her say that. So you're amongst some greats. We are all great, and we come to celebrate our greatness, our beauty, our wonder that is Jamaica together. We are dynamic. We are powerful, we are brave, we are bold. There's not enough words in the dictionary to describe. Vibrant, there you go. The legacy and the impact that we have had and that we continue to have around the world. So, like I said, you're among greats and you are great, and we're in great company this evening. Okay, so moving on, I would like to welcome Mr. Nathaniel Pete, who is the member and the representative for the Global Jamaica Diaspora Council for the South, to the stage to give a few words of greeting.
Good evening and good night. Reigniting a nation for? Reigniting a nation for? Good evening. All protocols observed. Salutations go out to the distinguished guests that are here today. The Honorable Olivia Grange, Minister of Culture, Gender and Entertainment and Sport. The Honorable Edmund Bartlett, Minister of Tourism, His Excellency, also Seth Ramakan, his wife, Dr. Ramakan, as well as Councillor, the Mayor of Haringey, Adam Jogi, distinguished guests, fellow Jamaicans and friends. Jamaica have plenty of friends, don't? Jamaica has a lot of friends, don't they? Jamaica has a lot of friends, don't they? It is my honor to actually bring remarks on the launch of Jamaica's 60th anniversary of independence. I'm sure that you will agree with me that our beloved Jamaica evokes a range of emotions when you consider the warmth, the climate, the cuisine, the pulsating reggae beats, and the influence of our people worldwide. In the United Kingdom, we are proud ambassadors of Jamaica. When you consider that our forerunners that arrived here in the United Kingdom on the Tilbury docks via the Empire Windrush on the 21st of June, 1948, we have a tremendous impact on modern Britain. Would you agree? These brave men and women built a foundation for us younger generation to stand upon their shoulders, to continue to build our adopted country, but never forgetting the roots of blessed Jamaica, our homeland, Jamaica. It is through them that we learn the advocates for change for a whole society, even with the great individuals like Bob Marley, who pushed this freedom message and stood against systems of apartheid in South Africa. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the influence of our beloved homeland, Jamaica. We are resilient people with a never say die attitude. We are inundated by hurdles and obstacles, but yet still we rise. Yet still we rise. We simply shift, adjust, and rise above it like an eagle, because it is only the eagle that shifts its wings and rises above the cloud and ascends to the highest heights. Jamaicans are versatile people, and we have shown this diversity in skills from involvement in a plethora of fields here in Britain. I refer to politics, I refer to religion, I refer to trade unions, I refer to nursing, I refer to engineering, I refer to public transport, to name just a few areas of our expertise. There is no doubt that we have achieved a lot in 60 years. Would you agree? Jamaica is a brand name because Jamaicans have made it so, and something we can be proud of. We are without a doubt the best known small island around the world. I, for one, have experienced this on my travels. If Minister Grange can remember when I sent a little WhatsApp message when I was in Tanzania. Back in 2017, I was traveling in a rural area in Tanzania, a village called Sasajela, right in the middle where there's no water and there's no electricity down there. And I went there, and what happened? I see a woman come out wearing Jamaican colors in the middle of a rural village in Tanzania. Jamaica at 60 represents a new birth for Jamaica as it considers potentially itself as a republic. It presents a new opportunity for the diaspora to re-engage and reignite their passion for our beautiful island. We have to keep on striving. We have to keep on building diaspora. We have to keep on building Jamaicans. We have to keep on sharing. We have to continue maintaining our excellent level, which is found through organizations like JDUK, like Jamaicans Inspired, which has assisted to maintain that link with Jamaica. I have to big up people like Janelle, who has, from the time I've known Janelle, has always supported Jamaica. I have to big up people like the JTB and individuals like Shanika. I have to big up people like Corey Hyde with Brit Jam and ensuring that we reconnect the younger generation. I have to big up the Angel Foundation. I need to big up all of the Jamaican associations, whether that be the Jamaican Alumni Association, the Jamaican Education Task Force UK, whether that be Jamaica Basic School Foundation, whether that be the Jamaican Nurse Association, all of the other associations, whether that be the Jamaican High Commission and the staff of the Jamaican High Commission, they all share in the greatness of Jamaica and support the island. The greetings which I bring are on behalf of the diaspora of Jamaica, because we are proud. When you pick up the pan, when Shirley and Fraser and you say Bolt is running and you bang them loud, you know the Jamaicans on the street. Let us not be limited, but let us aim for the best and shoot onwards towards a bright future. Whatever that future may be, let us engage, let us re-engage, let us invest, let us go there, let us ensure that we teach our children about their roots and their heritage. And let's keep our culture alive, because we are alive. Thank you very much. Just one more thing before I go. We have the Diaspora Conference happening in June. That's going to be running from June 14th to 16th, so I have to ensure that I do that. Please be there, and that is going to be in Jamaica and hybrid also. Inviting sponsors, inviting individuals to do that. Thanking the sponsors here tonight also. Handing back over to Janelle. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Nathaniel. Like Nathaniel said, it's not just today or yesterday that we've been at this, but for years, the pride that we have as Jamaicans has, just carried us through. And it's great to see, people like Nathaniel flourishing and doing great things with jamming. Started off as, Jamaica's future leaders way back when, and he's just taken it to the next level. So congratulations, Nathaniel, and I salute you. And it's wonderful to see the third generation with him in the room. His son is here with him in the room. And this is the important thing, is that we want to reach second, third, fourth, fifth generations. We want the pride and, the passion for Jamaica to continue right down the lineage. It's not just about us here in the room, but it's about the legacy that we leave behind us. So, it's great to see you, young man. Mishak, is it? Micah. It's great to see you, Micah, in the room. Give Micah a round of applause, please. Okay, so now it really is the moment you've all been waiting for. The video that will tell you what is in store for this year in terms of the program of celebrations. And believe you me, you will not be disappointed. So I'm just looking to the back of the room to see if you're ready to go. Yes? I can see thumbs up behind there. You guys ready in here? You want to know what I go on for the year? Yeah. Ready for the 60 party? Yeah. All right then. Okay, so roll VT, please.
The Jamaica 60 UK program of activities.
Where in this world I go, I am a Jamaican. No birth papers I have to show, 'cause I am a Jamaican. No matter where in this world I go, I am a Jamaican. No birth papers I have to show, 'cause I am a Jamaican. I have Jamaican walk, them here Jamaican talk, 'cause I am a Jamaican. Them here Jamaican chat, them say Jamaican bop, 'cause I am a Jamaican. Now everywhere in this world I go, I am a Jamaican.
I hope that has whetted your appetite for what is to come this year. And not only what's on the screen, but there will be many more events that will be endorsed. People within the community will be hosting a number of events that will have Jamaica 60 endorsement. So stay tuned and watch this space. You will have no excuse not to party and get down this year. It's also the Commonwealth Games in Birmingham this year. Right? A big year, okay? And we know, I'm just going to say it, right? We have the best team in the world, the best athletics team in the world. We cannot be eclipsed. We hold so many records for such a small island, and we are going to bring our A A game this summer. So for those of you who will be looking for things to do, it's not only about the celebrations, but it's also about supporting our athletes. So if you can, check out the website for the Commonwealth Games, grab yourself some tickets, get on down there. I'm pleased to say I have some tickets for the 100 meters finals. I'm super excited about that. I'm sure there are plenty of tickets left, so check it out. Lots and lots of good stuff to come this year. Now, for those of you that know me, know that I am an absolute lover of music, and especially reggae music. Music literally is my life, and I know that that is down to my ancestry and my Jamaican genes, because that's what we do. You know what I love about Jamaica is when you go there and you're walking through the streets, just along, you might be walking, I don't know, downtown or wherever it might be, or just in the local community. My family is from Spanish Town in a small, yes, Minister Grange, in a small community called Horizon Park. That's where my family's from, and that's where I spent most of my childhood summers. Everywhere I went, there would be music. I would hear music all the time. And it's something that I think being in Jamaica can sometimes be taken for granted, but when you don't have that, when you don't have that joy of music, music brings people together, it unites, it heals, it takes away pain, it brings memories, it brings people together. So, we have another beautiful musical interlude for you right now. I'm going to introduce someone to you who is a fantastic musician, Jamaican musician, British Jamaican musician, I should say. He's also a very good friend of mine, someone that I have great respect for, very talented. He is the pioneer of reggae jazz or jazz reggae in the UK. He has played on some great stages. He's just released an album. I want to introduce to you guitarist and good friend, Kyo Brown. Please give him a round of applause while he gets set up. Remind me what your album's called, Kai. Let's Pretend. Can we pretend? So you guys check it out. It's on an independent platform. While he gets set up with the bassist as well. And for any of you that have been sitting too long in one place, feel free to get up and dance, right, Kai?
Yeah, man.
Okay, take it away.
Thank you. Good evening, folks. Good evening. Could I have a little bit more of the volume, this mic in the fallback, please, if you don't mind? Yeah? Okay. I'm not being vain, but I kind of need fear of myself, Great evening. Round of applause for Jamaica, please. Oh, man. I am so proud to be Jamaican. I'm proud to have been born on the soil in Kingston, Franklin Town. I'm really, really proud. It means a lot to me. And the other thing I want to say, right, is, give it up for the organizers, man, because this is just, whoa. And to be invited up here today, although it was at rather short notice, but cool still, You know the thing already, As I say in Jamaica, my glad bag boss. I'm really, really happy to be here, okay? So now, the one thing I want to say before we start, because apparently we've got 5 minutes, so if we add a bit of Jamaican seasoning, that might make it 10 minutes, maybe 15. No, don't worry, organizers, I'm going to keep to 5 minutes. We have Mr. Colin McNeish on double bass, please. And before we start, I must say, not only our talents and our gifts and skills are not just limited to music and sports, right? Okay, we know that, but it transcends all that. We've got great engineers, we've got great lawyers, we've got great teachers, great politicians, great social workers, great doctors, nurses, right? Cleaners, everybody, just great. So let's give it up for Jamaica again. Beg on her. So we're going to do a little ditty before we go into another Bob Marley track, but I think you'll know this one. We do two verses. 1, 2, 3. 3, 4. Long time, me no have no nice time, yeah. Do you, yeah. Think about that. Long time, we no have no nice time, yeah. Do you, yeah. Think about that. Yeah. Okay, one of my favorite Bob Marley tracks, right, is a track called Natural Mystic. Yeah, and I've covered this on one of my albums. But we do it as a trio, as a duo, sometimes full band, right? But this is our duo version of it, okay? Would you like to hear that, folks? Yeah, man, Denamas? Yeah. Sure. Using some Ernest Franklin technique there. Yeah, watch out. Mento. I always talk about Mento. Our first natural music, yeah? Our natural music. Yeah, man, I'm a pro-Jamaican, trust me. You know what I mean? You know, there's some English in there. Yes, my Britishness I love too, but Jamaican for us. Let's big up Jamaica and give Jamaica a round of applause again, please. Thank you so much for having me. Take care. God bless.
Can we have another round of applause, please? Wasn't that beautiful? I told you you're in for a treat. Oh, Kyo Brown is his name. The wonderful Kyo Brown. I've been asked to spell it as well. C-I-Y-O Brown. So check him out. As I say, he's got an album out right now. I've bought the album. I'm still waiting for it to be signed, Kai. I'll come and find you. But yes, check it out. Okay, so we're going to move swiftly on because we are short for time. I would like to ask up on the stage Mr. Donovan White to come and give a few words, the Director of Tourism. I'd like to invite you onto the stage right now. Thank you. Give him a round of applause, everybody.
Thank you, Janelle. Ah, there we go. Wow, you people look so beautiful. Give yourselves a round of applause. First, let me do the protocols. Honorable Olivia Grange, Minister of Gender, Entertainment, Culture, and Sports. Super ministry, you can call it, right? Honorable Edmund Bartlett, Minister of Tourism, and why I'm actually up here. High Commissioner, Seth Ramakan, the man who keeps it all together here in the UK for us. And Dr. Ramakan, good to have you. All of the distinguished guests in the house, friends, media, it really warms me to be here this evening. And I have to, before I say what I'm here to say, ask you to give another big round of applause for Kyo Brown. That was just awesome stuff. And I might ask you, if you love music like I love music, have you ever seen a bassy smile? No, think back, seriously. I'm sitting there and I'm figuring at some point he's enjoying the music as much as we are and he's going to break a smile. Man, hold a straight face. It's a rhythm thing, right? Yeah. Anyways, the man I'm about to introduce really needs no introduction. But they say I have to do protocols, so I'm doing the protocol. But he really is the epitome of being a visionary. One I get to the opportunity to work with, to speak to relate to travel with, to watch him work. And it is one of the highlights of my career, having to spend as much time as I spend around this gentleman, because believe me, what he does with Brand Jamaica and for Brand Jamaica is truly remarkable. And I don't take that lightly, and I'm sure he doesn't either. But it's important that we understand that, for example, when this pandemic hit, one of the first things within the first, I'd say, 7 days of Jamaica going into lockdown, Minister Bartlett called his team around and he said, we need a task force immediately to understand not just the time that we're about to enter into, but to understand and begin to understand what is it we're dealing with and what is it going to take to get out of it. This is just really the tip of the iceberg of the man I speak of as it relates to his vision and his dedication. He's not just the Caribbean Minister of Tourism, as we affectionately refer to him as the World Minister of Tourism. And I don't think I need to tell you why, because he is one of the most spoken about, awarded, rewarded, and accoladed ministers of tourism globally. And we have the benefit of him in Jamaica. So ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, please help me welcome to the stage my friend, my minister, my boss, and my mentor, Honorable Edmund Bartlett, Minister of Tourism.
And I told him if it was 1 minute longer, he would take the next flight home. Wow. Good evening. Hello. Good evening, Jamaicans. Oh, no, let's say it again. Good evening, Anglo-Jamaicans. All right, okay. Okay, I thought so. Good evening, Jamaicans. All right, it begin to sound a little better. Good evening, Jamdong Mandem. Good evening, Jamdong Umandem. How much woman in the place? Let me hear the woman them then. Listen, I will not say a word about the men. What a wonderful evening it has been. And indeed for us, it has been a very strong weekend. It began yesterday, of course, in Birmingham. My colleague minister, who it is said at home we are joined together at the hip. We are the two Bs that have been in culture for perhaps more than anybody else, because I think Minister Grange is today the longest serving culture minister in Jamaica's history. And what a wonderful job she is doing. And she leads the Jamaica celebrations for our Golden Jubilee first, and now our Diamond Jubilee. And that doesn't date her at all. Because when you look at her, she's radiant and young and fresh, like the wonderful Jamaica that she represents. His Excellency, our High Commissioner to London, my friend, and you call him Seth, I call him George. It's because he does it so well, right? And when we sent him over here, we said, let George do it. And hasn't he done it? Yeah. Wonderful. Let's give him a hand. So wonderful to see you, George. And his lovely bride of much vintage, Dr. Lola Ramakan. Distinguished partners and brothers and sisters of this wonderful country called Jamaica, and now its diaspora, which spreads across the four corners of the world. And we have suddenly changed that reference to our Commonwealth, because you are the Commonwealth of Jamaica dispersed across the world. And you've done so much for us over the period. And this is the reason we had to come to you when we start to celebrate and to reference ourselves and to reflect a little bit on the glory that has shone on that wonderful piece of rock, which in fact was created on the 8th day of creation. Did you know that? But after God had done everything on the 7th day and he looked around, he saw something missing and he said, wow, he made Jamaica. And so we are very special. And that's why Jamaica is, in fact, a confluence of cultures and ideas and ethnicity and different races and groups. And we all come together and create the mosaic that our forefathers said in one sentence: out of many, one people. And what a wonderful idea we have become. So, in a way, Jamaica is not a country. We're an idea. A great idea that so many people have contributed to. So many thoughts have been poured into. So many expressions of culture and complete arrangements of thought that have materialized into goods and services. And this is one of the reasons that Jamaica stands today as one of the preeminent countries, and to my word, ideas, that so much of the world is dying to participate and to become part of. It is not surprising that we are today the #1 country of color, the oldest and strongest democracy in the world. Did you know that? Little Jamaica is the oldest and strongest black democracy in the world.
That's awesome.
And when we look in our space in the Caribbean, you know, we are called the Black Crescent. And the Black Crescent is the most stable democracy in the entire world. And Jamaica leads that because we are the only country that has never had an insurrection since independence of any sort or kind. And we've changed our governments with ease. And even when we had pluralities of one in the House, we still maintain the efficiencies and the integrity of the democracy that we have subscribed to. And you recall at one stage, we had 60 seats, all the seats belonging to one party. And yet we found a way to make bipartisan arrangements work, and innovated to create a Senate that would reflect the views of varying groups within the society. A country, therefore, totally committed to freedom and democracy. And so I want to pay tribute as we reflect on the 60 years to the founding fathers, and I want you to join with me in that. Sir Alexander Bustamante and Norman Manley, who began that process, followed by Sir Donald Sangster, then the Honorable Hugh Lawson Shearer, then the Honorable Michael Manley, then the Honorable P.J. Patterson, then the Honorable and only lady Prime Minister that Jamaica has had, Portia Simpson Miller, and then the Honorable Bruce Golding, and today, the Honorable Andrew Michael Holness, who has done 3 terms. He had a small stint, term 1, and then he had a full go at term 2, and now he's in term 3. And what an outstanding young Prime Minister he has been to date. And the influence of all of these leaders have been strong. Their leadership have been effective. And they have in their own way, space and time, carved niches that have enabled Jamaica to become a respected and accepted democracy, sought after for leadership across the world. And so it's not surprising that the candidacy for the next Secretary General of the Commonwealth is our own Minister of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade, Senator the Honorable Kamina Johnson-Smith. I'd like to go back, if you will, to reflect on leadership, because among the leaders that have really created global stirs that enabled Jamaica to take a stand were some with whom we could refer in transformatory terms as persons who have made differences in the global space. And certainly, one of those who has been a strong champion, not just of economic development, not just of internationalism, but played a critical role alongside the freedom fighters of Africa and demanded an understanding of what it is that would really make the change, when everybody thought it might have been armed insurrection, when others thought that it would be hard rhetoric, when others thought it would be global alienation. And all those were important and critical. But the then Prime Minister of Jamaica, Edward Philip George Siaga, said to the world, "Attack the Rand, and we will bring apartheid to its knees." And that single statement, acted on by the global finance world, made a huge difference. And so in a simple way, this Prime Minister, who also created transformation during the 80s, to bring about a change that today Jamaica has built back its economic foundations and is now the strongest financial country. And I make that statement with very little fear of contradiction, because the result of what has happened to us after and in fact during the pandemic is testament to the fact that we have the strongest economy in the Caribbean. And so we as a country have shown that music is great. And Madam Grange will speak very strongly about that, I'm sure, because this UK is a cradle that has forged so much of the richness of the Jamaican music culture over the years. And she will speak more eloquently about that than I can. But it's not only athletics, the power of our athletes, the fact that we have the fastest man on earth and the fastest woman on earth, and many others coming behind who are just as fast or becoming faster. She will speak even better on those subjects. But we have intellects, powerful men who have influenced the course of history, starting with Marcus Messiah Garvey. And throughout the global institutions that have sought to manage international affairs, Jamaicans have been inserted in every corner as we go along. Whether they be the United Nations, UNESCO, UNEP, UNDP, whether it be the international jurisprudence areas. As we have just had a retiree, a Jamaican, Patrick Robinson, from the International Court of Justice. We have them in every field in medicine. And we had a laureate prize winner in medicine, Dr. Chen. And we have inventors and innovators. And we have used our own nutraceutical values to create medical responses that today are used in curing glaucoma and elements of cancer.
Legalize it.
So he's giving me no credit to advertise it. And you know, only today, I got a call from someone in Egypt. And he said he was on his way from Saudi Arabia. And he was in Dubai. And he said, I need to talk with you about tourism. And I said, absolutely. But it is not because he's interested in tourism why I make reference to him on this moment. But I refer to Gordon Gill because he is the Jamaican whose architectural genius created the Expo 2020 in Dubai and the Wasi Dome, which is so celebrated. So when you go and you see the Al-Wasi Dome, which is that magnificent structure there, think about Jamaica because it is a Jamaican who designed it, Gordon Gill. I could go on to speak more about how we have inserted ourselves in the various areas of human development and growth over time. But allow me to conclude by saying that we have become the destination of choice for millions of people across the world. And Jamaica is seen as a happiness country. And in the happiness index, we were number 3 until COVID came. And we are getting back there. And we're getting back there. And the truth is that our sense of recovery is one that is emulable across the world. Jamaica is known to be a country where its people are its iconic attractions. And those people have shown it in so many ways. That 42% of 4.3 million people who came just before COVID came to Jamaica at least once. 42%. And since we opened our borders for visitors to attend to Jamaica again, and indeed we have not closed it, we have brought in over 2 million visitors in the 2 years, and we are going to reach 3.1 million at the end of this financial year. And the UK, where you are, have played a great role. And I know that you have had your issues and you've been locked down for a while, but since you have opened back, and I wanted to make this point, February is the best February ever in Jamaica's history with UK visitors. In 2019, we had 16,000 visitors from the UK for the month of February. In 2020, just as 2021, as we recovered, we had 15,000. And this February, 18,000 British visitors came to Jamaica. And we are on the way now to make new records for this year. So Jamaica continues to be the desired place for all, now to work, yes, to live, indeed to raise a family, and to have a pursuit of happiness. I'm delighted to be involved in this great idea called Jamaica. And I want you to participate fully, not just with remittances, but with hard investments in ideas. Work with us to cultivate ideas, invest in ideas, hone ideas, culture ideas, and most importantly, convert ideas into material goods and service with a price. God bless you. Thank you very much. And this year, let us make Jamaica really proud and have a Bunu Nunus 60 celebration.
Thank you, Minister Bartlett. Thank you very much. Are you ready for a Budununu 60-year celebration? Yeah. You sure about that? Yeah. All right. Okay, so I would like to invite now the Deputy High Commissioner for Jamaica to the United Kingdom, Mrs. Patrice Laird Grant, to the stage to say a few words.
Good evening. The Honourable Olivia Grange has served as Member of Parliament for the Central St. Catherine constituency since 1997 and is currently the longest serving female MP in the House of Representatives. In March 2016, she was appointed Minister of Culture, Gender, Entertainment, and Sport. In this capacity, Minister Grange's wide-ranging portfolio includes arts and culture, cultural and creative industries, entertainment and media arts, gender affairs, heritage, publications, national commemorative events, reparations, religious and faith-based organizations, and sport. In addition to leading the ministry, she oversees 12 agencies and 5 statutory organizations. Minister Grange also serves as chairman of the Jamaican National Commission of UNESCO. Minister Grange has had a long and distinguished career in the cultural industry and is fondly known to all Jamaicans as Babsy, a pioneer contributor to the development of reggae and dancehall music, both locally and internationally. She has been an inspiring cultural activist, working at the grassroots level to develop and manage local talents, including a number of celebrated reggae artists, namely Carleen Davis, Leroy Sibbles, Shabarangs, Lady Patra, and Damian Junior Gong Marley. As a founding member and director of the Jamaica Association of Composers, Authors, and Publishers, JCAP, Ms. Grange has been instrumental in the development of the Jamaican copyright legislation. Also of note is Minister Grange's leadership role in the development of the national policy for gender equality, as well as the national sport policy of Jamaica. Minister Grange has also spearheaded the revival of several national cultural celebrations. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Jamaica's Minister of Culture, Gender, Entertainment, and Sport, the Honourable Olivia Babsy Grange.
Your hand, peel it. Let me hold your hand, girl. Let me hold your hand. Oh, clap yourself. Clap yourself. But I want to open with this. What a joyful news, Miss Matty. I feel like my heart going bust. Jamaican people, colonizing England in reverse. That was Miss Lou. I want to really come colonize England in reverse. You have Jamaicanized England. And I'm really happy to be here with you tonight. I just want to big up my colleague minister, the Honorable Edmund Bartlett, him take tourism to the world. If you think Bolt took sprint and track and field the world, Edmund Bartlett is the sprinter of tourism. And I want to give him a big round of applause. Not only is a sprinter, he's a long distance runner too. And I must acknowledge High Commissioner George Ramakan and his wife Lola, Director of Tourism, and all the wonderful people here. Too many to recognize. But I have to, as a music person, I have to big up some of the music people in the house, right? J.C. Lodge. You hear J.C.? Chip Richards. Portia Clark from Motown. The BMG folks, the Trojan folks. Suzette Newman. Island Records. And so Bitty McLean, you're in the house? Carol Thompson. I mean, it's just so many. Copeland Forbes, if I didn't recognize Copeland, I'd be in big trouble. Copeland, put up your hand. He's about to publish one of the most revealing books in reggae. He knows everybody's business, and it's going to be in that book. If you want to hear a story, just say hello to Copeland Forbes, and he'll keep you all night. And I want to use the opportunity also to just say to you that we all should congratulate the Jamaica rugby team for qualifying last night for the Commonwealth Games, and the coach is UK-based. So we got to big him. So I just want to just greet everyone. This is a family. This is a family gathering. It's a great feeling. We have had too many speeches, so I'm going to try to be as short as I can because I want to meet and greet. But when Louise Bennett, mother of Jamaican culture, wrote Colonization in Reverse, she had already established that she had an acute awareness of the power of the Jamaican culture. She herself spent time in the UK. She knew that after years of migration to the UK, Jamaicans would make such a large impact on the UK that the texture, the color, the tonality, the swag, and everything of the UK would change forever because of her presence. Do you agree? Yes. I am told that the early Jamaicans who became bus drivers here were so fascinated by the double-decker buses that everywhere they would honk the horns to get attention and recognition because they're driving the double-decker, much to the trepidation of the British police. By my parents and grandparents came here. They were part of the Windrush generation. And so today, here we are, in the citadel of Britain's empire, the heart of the very country which colonized us for over 300 years until 1962, when we assumed the mantle of self-governance and political leadership. And now, 60 years later, after being tested and tried in the fires of development, we have been able to secure our own country's position within the Global League of Independent, Democratic Nations, revered for our culture and our brand across the world. We are an awesome nation. We're not pure. We can't have the fastest man in the world, the fastest woman in the world, and some of the fastest men and fastest women, in addition to those who have not been surpassed. We can't have a country that has given the world a new music in reggae that has penetrated all corners of the world, given us a musical icon in Bob Marley and so many other musical icons. A country that has given us so many Miss Worlds. Like yourself. And the longest serving Miss World in the world, Tony Ann Singh. We are really an awesome country. So when you're gathered here tonight, you're not just ordinary people. You are Jamaicans. And those who are not born Jamaican, we baptize you. Suzette and all of you, you are Jamaicans. And we recognize you and love you here tonight. So in this vein, we remember the likes of Millie Small, that country girl from Clarendon, Jamaica, who sang My Boy Lollipop, created waves on the British charts and made her a legend of the rest of her life, even as she introduced Jamaica ska to the UK's musical repertoire. So to her, we could add the many Jamaican writers, the entrepreneurs, the broadcasters, the politicians, the business leaders, the professionals and artists from every field and category of decent work who have contributed substantially to the fabric of the UK. Because of them, we can proudly insert ourselves at the very heart of the economy and culture of the UK, celebrating proudly and without fear of opposition our contribution to the economy and culture of the UK. We are proud to be Jamaicans, and you're all proud to be Jamaicans in the United Kingdom who have carved your space and who can make claim to being British Jamaicans. So Jamaica 60 provides us with an opportunity to unleash even more forcefully the power and the prowess of our Jamaican diaspora, which numbers more abroad than the population of Jamaica. I don't know if you're aware of that. Yes. There are more Jamaicans in the diaspora than living in Jamaica. So you're the Commonwealth of Jamaica, right? And to this end, we project and call for a rekindling of the bonds of family in which we were our sister's keeper and our brother's keeper. So when you send the remittance, when you send it home, you are making sure you contributed to the development, the further development of Jamaica, and that you were truly your brother's keeper and your sister's keeper. And I want to say tonight that Minister Bartlett and I, we speak on behalf of Prime Minister Andrew Holness to say that we do love you and we do appreciate the contribution you make to Jamaica. And we will forever be grateful to you. So during our celebrations, we will pause to recognize those among us who continue to bring fame to our country and transformation to the world. We will also pause to reflect on our shortcomings, because we're not perfect, our shortcomings and our failures, and create the language and programs to overcome in the not too distant future, not the least of which is our determination to rid our country of persistent poverty, violence and crime, and to ensure that we have prosperity for all. As Bob Marley said, we refuse to be what you wanted us to be. We are who we are, and that's the way it's going to be. Now, I don't know who remember the song Jane and Louisa, and the notion that they must soon come home. Well, no one knows more than you in the diaspora that when Jane and Louisa came on the Windrush in 1948, though they physically left Jamaica, they all continued to wave the Jamaican flags in their heart. And they and their children and their grandchildren still regard Jamaica as home. Though you are thousands of miles away, you have always seen Jamaica as home. And so we welcome you home for the celebrations. It's going to be 1 year of celebrations, 60 years, and we're going to spread the joy throughout the year and celebrate. We want to invite you home. And again, I want to mention another song. There's a brown girl in the ring, tra-la-la-la-la. But the reconstruction that we must see is to continue our advocacy that that brown girl in that ring must be joined in the same ring by the black girls and the white girls and the girls of every hue and nationality, manifesting the global peace motto that Jamaica has given to the world. In the song, One Love. I want to hear you all sing, one love. Let's get together and feel all right. Let me hear you. One love, one heart. Thanks and praise to the Lord, and I will feel all right. And so, it was Marcus Garvey who said, I trust that you, my people, will so live today as to realize that you are masters of your own destiny, masters of your fate. If there is anything you want in this world, it is for you to strike out with confidence and faith in self to reach for it. So let Jamaica 60 be the flame that reignites the passion, the will, the determination of Jamaicans in the United Kingdom and beyond to make Jamaica great, individually and collectively. Let's all strike out with confidence, our athletes, our scientists, our teachers. We're going to strike out with them, our policemen, our doctors, our nurses, and continue to marvel the world with our world-conquering achievements. Earlier you saw the highlights of the Jamaica 60 UK roster of events. I want you to note that it is by no means exhaustive. We want you to go on the Reggae app and you will see all the other things that are planned, not just here in the UK, not just in Jamaica. Hello? I almost said it's a call from up there, but I think I have a direct line to him, you know. So I want you to go to the Reggae app and you will see all that's happening. And since we've all been talking all night, and I know you want to mix and greet, and we want to do photos, and we want to do selfies, and we want to do all those great things, I'm going to close by saying that it was good for us to be here. Hmm?
It's that moment, you see?
Yes.
When the two joined by the hip.
Yes, yes. And anything I forget, Minister Bartlett says. And anything he forgets, I remind him, right? But it's really good for us to be here. We're happy that you have been able to come. We're going to officially now launch the Jamaica 60 celebrations in the UK. And to say, God bless Jamaica, the UK diaspora, and
bless
God,
Jamaica,
land we love. Thank you so much.
So we couldn't leave without a gift. And so the tourist board has put together a special program called 60 for 60. And that means 60 couples over 60 days starting September 1 will be able to get a vacation for £60 per night. It's 60 for 60. And it's about family, because we love family. Jamaica is a family. And we want to promote family and family life. So come on down and just advertise it that if you are not one of the lucky 60, you come and cheer the lucky 60. So let's have a wonderful time and full celebrations in Jamaica. Madam Grange is going to be there for the Grand Gala. Tell them about Grand Gala.
The Grand Gala will be on August 6th in the National Stadium. we're going to have a special guest, a very high-profile guest from the continent of Africa. I can't tell you the name at this time. But that we will have many other international guests, and we want all of you to come home and enjoy. The stadium going to turn up, right? And in fact, we're going to have watch parties. So we are going to watch what's happening in the diaspora, and the diaspora is going to watch what's happening in the National Stadium. The Niagara Falls will be lit up with the Jamaican colors, and there are other special things that are going to happen in different locations across the world, and we're going to be communicating. So if you're not able to make it Jamaica, you're going to be enjoying online. We're going to be able to communicate, and trust me, it is going to be a bad party, right? So as we say, as we officially launch, and we're about to meet and greet you, I'm just going to ask you to, you sounded so beautiful. I want you to just start again. One love, one heart, let's get together and feel. And I want to thank the MC, Janelle. Come on up here. One heart, give thanks and praise to the Lord, and I will feel all right. Where are the singers? Come on, JC. Come on, JC. I want the singers up here. Come on. JC, come and join us up here. Come, come, come. We are trying to sing, and we have singers in the house.
And we've got singers coming up.
Yeah, and we have party. Come on, JC.
All right.
Come on, JC.
Are we going to have anybody else?
One love, one heart, let's get together and feel alright. One love, one heart, give thanks and praise to the Lord, and I will feel alright. Let's get together and feel alright. Sing it. Let's get together and feel alright.
Hooray! Hooray!
And just to let you know, Liz Fox says the airlines are going to be flying. And we have more flights coming out of the UK now than even pre-pandemic. So we've set the stage for all of you to come down there. And the Prime Minister will be there to greet you, and I will be your host.
Bev, thank you for coming. I want you to give a big round of applause to Beverly Lindsay, Dr. Beverly Lindsay from Birmingham, who is hosting us when we go to the Commonwealth Games, and we're going to clean up all the gold medals. Thank you so much.
Well, well, well. What a way. It is party time. It is party time. But I believe, yes, we do. So it's not over yet. So ladies and gentlemen, we have got some musical entertainment coming up for you. But before we have that, I would like to invite onto the stage right now Dave Nita, the people's poet, the most talented people's poet, who is currently taking a selfie. Much anticipated, much awaited. Please give a round of applause to Dave.
Thank you very much, Janelle, and thank you for being such a wonderful host. Big respect to everybody. All protocols observed. That really means respect to the dignitaries in the house. All right, let's settle. Let's settle. Hush. As being a man would say, hush. Hush. Hush, my people. Hush, my brothers and sisters. Hush, my dignitaries. We could come together. Hush. Hush. What a wonderful world. Only we in Jamaica understand that. Hush. All right. All right. We're going to have some more time to connect with each other, photographs, bond with each other. But for now, as the DJs in Jamaica would say, me could take it down, take it down. Take it right down low. I'm going to do this with some, it need a little bit of hush. Just a little bit of hush. For me and the rest of the artists who are going to come up as well. We won't disappoint. All right. I'm going to tell you, thank you for having me in this program. I just want to say that Jamaica is blessed. Even before the sun rises somewhere around Moran Point at dawn and charts its course right across the island till it sets round Negril at dusk, Jamaica is blessed. And right round the clock, Jamaica is blessed. Jamaica is blessed because of the people and our allies. We're all in the room. Let us keep Jamaica blessed. This evening I'm going to present to you 5 short poems, and we're going to call it a poetic pentatonic. First one is Slow Down. It's the kind of poem I think about when I need to slow down. Where I go? To Jamaica. Just to take it easy and slow right down. And I'm going to encourage all of us in the room tonight as we're slowing down to celebrate our great Diamond Jubilee Jamaica. I'm going to encourage us sometimes to just slow down. Here is the poem. What is your hurry? Why such a haste? Such a full diary, no time to waste. Slow down, a little slow down. And what is your hurry? Why you rush so? You're making so much money, so many places to go. Oh, what is your hurry? Why go so fast? Your life is such a flurry. Your pace is such a blast. Slow down, a little slow down. Don't miss out on the scenery around you in your zeal for world domination. Don't overlook the people who love you in exchange for a lonely destination. Slow down, a little slow down. Slow down and look around. Slow down, my busy friends, slow down. Keep your head to the sky, to the glorious sky, and your feet on the ground. Slow down, slow down. There is a river dedicated to all of us Jamaicans. There is a river in you, so pure and true. And in a world of war and sorrow, your river needs to flow. Do not dam your river. Let no one dam your river. Do not dumb your river. Let no one plumb your river. Just let your river flow. Let peace and harmony grow. Let your goodness flow like a stream. Bring to the world a utopian dream. There is a river deep down inside of you. A river so pure, a river so true. Open up the floodgates of your heart. You will be the first to make this bold start. The flow of hope. And this relates to our journey, which is uncertain. We're young. 60 is still young. 60 is the new 40, the new 30, the new 20. We're still young. But we're charting a journey. And it's uncertain, but we know where we want to go. The flow of hope. We're going to get there with hope. Long is the journey. Uncharted land. Strong is the impulse. One map, one plan. Untrod pathway. Circuitous at best. Ever pressing forward. Uncertain tests. The body is weary, but the mind is strong. The spirit is willing, and the soul yields a song. Sure is the journey, the destination obscure, humanity to lure, conflicts to cure. Long is the journey, but the river keeps flowing, cutting through the landscape, carrying hope within. And we gather by the river, and our anthems we sing, celebrating each other by the ever hope spring. Now our minister, thank you very much. Our minister reminded us that there are more Jamaicans living outside of Jamaica than in Jamaica. And sometimes we have to remember the diasporans. This one is for you, diasporans. Smoothly we move across the globe, finding our groove wherever we rove, nation building wherever we land, adding flavor to anything bland. Always prepared for honest toil, never forgetting beloved home soil, occupying every level of society, ever building a better community. Multiplicity of identity in numerous spaces, navigating cultures and religions and races. The substance within us becomes a great bonus for the place we now reside. Our vibes, our passion, vigor and compassion ripples outwards like a tide, bestowing blessings on foreign shores as we work to create useful apertures. Openings of opportunity through which people walk, constructing unity through restorative talk. As we reflect on the place of our beginning, the land of our forefathers of origin, we receive, we remit, we remain, we return. We receive, we remit, we remain, we return. We grow in love as we continue to learn, influenced by our home region, that's Jamaica, and our ancestral motherland, that's Africa. The diaspora is guided by the Spirit of God's almighty hand. Last point, a light message to all of us as we go forth in a new dimension, from diamond to beyond diamond. What could be more precious? A light. The pure notes of your goodness reach beyond the target you intended. The pebble hit the spot you aimed for, and the ripples from there extended. Water will transmit the energy of your love. Air will transport your melody way up above. As you traverse the earth, beyond the place of your birth, beyond the customs of your time, beyond the expectations others define, boldly let your inspired fire be set alight and take the world a-blazing. The global village will benefit from your talents and purposes. So amazing. Thank you very much, everybody. Have a wonderful evening. God bless you all.
Thank you very much, Dave. Thank you. It's always tough to compete with food, isn't it? But he did a good job, especially when you're among black people and especially when you're among Jamaicans. But well done you, Dave. Right. I felt transported back home to the island. And before we bring you a lovely musical interlude to end the evening, we've got two very special musical guests for you lined up this evening. We have another short video in case you were thinking of visiting Jamaica to celebrate on the rock with the rest of the diaspora who will be returning, because there'll be many. Then take a look at this. This is the lineup of the program of celebrations in Jamaica.
the Jamaica 60 program of activities, the Legacy Projects.
Sweet Jamaica is now on the move. Help me with my song and let the people them come sing along. Take up your cutlass, a shovel and your hoe. Take up your books, tell people let us go. Call up the youth and brother let us show. Sweet Jamaica, we really want to go. If them are there, I go run and make them come. If them are calling, run and make them come. If them are screw face, run and make them come. Run them, and make them come. Rain and fall, but they don't be tough. Pull up your sleeve, man, and tell me about no hard luck. Come on, flat, just leave that in. Let the man come dig ground with me. Today we sow, tomorrow we reap. Then everything will be sweet, sweet, sweet. Corn and yam, banana too. And our livestock will walk the field.
No matter where in this world I go, I am a Jamaican. No birth papers I have to show, 'cause I am a Jamaican. No matter where in this world I go, I am a Jamaican. No birth papers I have to show, 'cause I am a Jamaican. I have Jamaican walk, them here Jamaican talk, 'cause I am a Jamaican. Them here Jamaican chat, them say Jamaican bop, 'cause I am a Jamaican. Now everywhere in this world I go, I am a Jamaican. And no ID I will have to show, 'cause I am a Jamaican. Them say, Lord, what a boy can run, that is a Jamaican. When they see the Rasta man from Jandom, that is a Jamaican. Dressmaker, baker, tailor, shoemaker, market, woman in a donkey cart. Rivers and streams, fountains and mountains. In a Jamaica we have it hard.
That's exciting, right? I hope that's tickled your taste buds some more along with the food that's going around. So I'm looking to the back to see, are we ready for the music at the back? We're good? All right. Well, we've got two great...
The video, ask them to finish the video because the events, it wasn't.
Oh, I've been told that the video is not at its end. So, can we play it till the end? Because we want to see what events there are as well taking place.
This is the land of my birth. I said this is the land of my birth. I said this is Jamaica, my Jamaica. The land of my birth. I will never leave her shores. I will never run away. I will always believe in the black, the green, the gold. I say. All the lands and all the tribes. We must face the test of time. 'Cause our people they are strong and we are going to get along. So some people say we are poor, but the progress you make, my friend, is not always a rich you are. I said this is the land of my birth. I said this is the land of my birth. I said this is Jamaica, my Jamaica, the land of my birth. Let us stop for a minute, count our blessings one by one. We should never be disloyal, but stand up and keep strong. My Jamaica is a beautiful island. She is the
Jamaica 60, reigniting a nation for greatness.
Okay, I think I got a thumbs up. That's the end of the video. And you'll all agree that, I mean, look, the program is full. Whether you're here in the UK, whether you make your way over to the Rock, to beautiful Jamaica, wherever you spend Jamaica 60, there'll be plenty for you to do. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce our wonderful entertainment for the evening. Who knows about Lovers Rock here? No, that was weak. I'm sorry. Who knows and loves Lovers Rock in this room today, right now? Yeah, I do too. Well, we have one of the legends, the pioneers of Lovers Rock with us right now. She's going to entertain you guys while you enjoy some drinks and some food. I'm a great fan. I grew up. She was part of the soundtrack to my life and my upbringing, so it's a great honor actually to introduce her to the stage. The one, the only, the legendary, Miss Carol Thompson. Everyone put your hands together, please, for Miss Carol Thompson.
Can I get some sound? Oh, lovely. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening. Listen, it's a pleasure to be here this afternoon or this evening to celebrate 60 years. So I decided that I would celebrate one of the first ladies of Jamaican music. I know that you know me for my Lovers Rock and writing my own songs, but this particular lady was very influential in my life, in my mother's, my father's, my grandparents, me, growing up here in the UK. And her name was Miss Phyllis Dillon. Who knows Miss Phyllis Dillon? Come on, Miss Phyllis Dillon. She was the first lady of Ska and Rocksteady. And I grew up on this woman. And I thought it would be really fitting to sing a couple of her songs. Some of her classics on her Treasure Isle album, and some of my favorites. I actually have created an album of Phyllis Dillon, a tribute to the woman because she was so special. So I want to sing a couple of her songs, and also I want to sing one of my songs too. Who remembers I'm So Sorry? All right, I'm So Sorry was my very first reggae hit, and it came from an album called Hopelessly in Love that was actually, the executive producer was Mr. Chips Richard, just here. Chips Richards, he was my executive producer on my Hopelessly in Love album, which is now an iconic album, has been voted the best album of all time, Chips. Can you believe that? Chips has also been celebrated by the government as somebody who was very important in bringing reggae music across the globe. So I want you to put your hands for Mr. Chips Richard, because if it wasn't for Chips, you wouldn't have this reggae roadmap that you have today. And I wouldn't be standing here today either. So, are you ready to sing along with me? Stamp your feet. Who's going to sing? Who's going to sing? I need some voices. I know you're eating, but you have to kind of shake off the food. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to celebrate 60 years and also celebrate Miss Phyllis Dillon. Are you ready, DJ? Let's go. When you're ready.
Run the rhythm.
That's right. Come on, everybody. I want you to clap your hands. This is Jamaica's music. Miss Phyllis Dillon. How much I love you. How much I care for you. You wouldn't stay away. If you knew you were my one desire, you set my soul on fire, you wouldn't stay away. So, darling, I know that you have found somebody new. She loves you, this I know. They say she's more beautiful than I. But if you knew how my heart yearns for you, how much I love you, I wouldn't stay away. Darling, you know that you have found somebody new. She loves you, this I know. They say she's more beautiful than I. But if you knew, you were my one desire. 'Cause you set my soul on fire. You wouldn't stay away. You wouldn't stay away. You wouldn't stay away. Whoa! Miss Phil and Dylan's version of Cherry O Baby called Eddie O Baby, one of my favorites. Let's go. Oh, Eddie O, don't you know I'm in love with you? And if you don't believe it's true, why don't you come here and try me? 'Cause I will never, never let you down. I will never, never wear no. And if you tell me you love me madly, whoa, Eddie, I'll accept you gladly. Whoa, whoa. Oh, Eddie, oh, baby, don't you know I'm in love with you? And if you don't believe it's true, why don't you come here and try me? 'Cause I will never, never, no, I will never, never wear no frown. And if you tell me you love me madly, whoa, Eddie, I'll accept you. Oh, 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 oh. Yeah. Come on, sing with me now, come on. Yeah. One more time, let me hear you sing. Don't you know I'm in? And if you don't believe it's true, why don't you come here and try me? 'Cause I will never, never, no, I will never, never. And if you tell me you love me madly, whoa, Eddie, I'll accept you. Sing, people. Whoa, whoa. Sing now, here it comes. Yeah! I still love that bit. Yeah! Yeah! Your turn, last one. Here we go. Let me hear you now. Miss Phyllis Dillon. Now this was my mother's favorite tune, and I used to always listen to her singing this tune when I was a young child. Win or lose, this is my right or wrong. I'm playing it my way, and if I make mistakes, it's my own heart I break. 'Cause I got to learn to live my life the way I choose. Come on, people, you know this tune. I've only got one life to live. And what are we gonna do? I've only got one love to give. I'm gonna give it no matter what he is. He touches me and makes me his. Oh yes, now we're in life to live. And no, I've only got one love to give. And I'm gonna give it no matter what he is. He touches me and makes me his. Oh yes, now we're in love. Woo!
No matter where in this world I go,
You're good?
I am a Jamaican.
Here we go. I don't know what things tomorrow may bring, but right now I'm sure of one thing. Whether where life takes us, he won't laugh or break us. With love and God to be our guide, to guide us through. Tomorrow I've only got one life, and what are we gonna do? I've only got one love to give, and I'm gonna give it no matter what he is. He touches me and makes me his. Oh yes, now I'm in love. I've only got a one life. I've only got a one love. I've only got a one life. I've only got a one love to live, one life to give, one love to live, one love to live, one love to give, one life to live, one love to give, one life. Oh, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to leave you with this last song. It was my very first hit single here in the UK. Thank you, Chips, for making that happen. And it goes something like that. Those of you who know the song, sing along with me. How we doing, people? How we doing? We good? Sing with me. I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to make you blue. I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to make you cry. Oh no, no, no. Oh no, no, no. Oh no, 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 no. That's right, sweet reggae music in the house. I really loved you with a love any man would be proud of, but I knew this would happen someday. I really tried my best to stay. Now I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to make you blue. I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to make you cry. Oh no, no, no. Oh no, no, no. Oh no, 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 no. Everybody sing with me. Stand up, stop, stand up. Those of you who know it, stand up, stop, stand up. Stand up, stop, stand up. Stand up, stop, stand up. It was just you didn't understand me, so you weren't sure how to love me. It's not your fault, it's alright. I guess I was a little mixed up in. 'Cause I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to make you blue. I'm so sorry, yes, I didn't mean to make you cry. Oh no, no, no. Oh no, no, no. Oh no, 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 no. Everybody sing with me. Stand up, stop, stand up. 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 'Cause I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to make you cry. No, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to make you cry. No, 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 no. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Carol Thompson. Good night. Thank you so much.
I'm trying to organize just one group picture with all the ministers on stage.
I have been given really strictly because the artist is going to leave. I've been given really strict instructions. Please give it up for the Queen of Lovers Rock, Miss Carol Thompson. Wasn't that fantastic? Give it up one more time. And if you thought it was over, we got some more for you. So to close this evening with another beautiful musical rendition is somebody else who I'm a great fan of. Once he gets on stage and you hear his dulcet tones, you will know who he is too. Another, what was the word? Anglo-Jamaican, did Minister Bartlett say? Anglo-Jamaican artist, the one, the only, I'm trying to get his eye contact. Oh, there he is, you see? He's ready. The one, the only, put your hands together, please, for Mr. Bitty McLean, everybody, come on.
Check one. Little reverb, check one. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Bitty McLean, traveling out of Birmingham City, representing the foundations of Jamaican music, ska, rocksteady, and rubber dub. Some people call it reggae, we call it rubber dub music. And without further ado, Mr. Music Man, please. Whoa, yeah. Sweet reggae music, sweet reggae music. Oh Lord, oh Lord. Forget about tomorrow. My darling, won't you hold me tight and never, ever let me go. Dry your eyes, no tears, no sorrows. Cling to me with all your might and never, ever let me go. Because a million times or more we said we would never part. But lately I have found you're a stranger in my heart. Give me the right in summer or springtime to tell the world you're mine and never, ever let me go. And never let Jamaica, let me hear you. Let me hear you. Oh Lord, oh Lord. Jamaica 60, enough respect. A million times or more we said we would never part. But lately I have found you're a stranger in my heart. Give me the right in summer or springtime to tell the world you're mine and never, never let me go. And never let me go. And never let me go. And no, no, and never let me go. No, 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 and never let me go. Let me go, 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 and never let me go, let me go, let me go, let me go, let me go. One more. One more. Thank you for inviting me here tonight. Mr. Music Maestro.
Now clap your hands and stamp your feet. This happens to be a
Jamaica 60 treat. I said I played from the top until the very last drop. Original something, Jamaican something. Let me sing it. It's not that I don't love you, I tell ya. You know how much I do. And it's not that I'm somebody, let me sing it, to take the place of you. But it's just the feel within me. Oh, when you touch my hand, and a fear that shakes my body, and I don't understand, so I'm leaving. This time I'm playing. Let me sing it. I'm gonna. I tell ya, before love breaks my heart. How do you feel? You're clinging to me tighter, but kinda, and then you have before. But you know it's gonna take everything to stop me walking out that door. See your arms that you got around me will let me go someday. So I'd rather to leave them or holding on than pushing me away. So I'm leaving. Help me sing it. This time I'm playing Jamaica, let me hear you. I'm gonna before love breaks my Jamaica 60, how women say? I said I played from the top until the very last drop. Original something. I said I played from the top until the very last drop. Jamaican something. Original something. Oh Lord. Help me sing it one more time. I'm gonna walk up. I can't hear ya. I'm gonna give it to me one more time. I'm gonna I tell ya, before love breaks my heart. One more. You sure? You don't sound sure. Well, I dedicate this one to Jamaica, to Mommy and Daddy, who came here in the early 60s, Birmingham, Chelmsley Wood, and my father's sound system, which influenced me in music and has taken me around the world. So, to Birmingham, Chelmsley Wood, Montego Bay, Green Island, this is dedicated to Jamaica. Mr. Music. While I'm far away from you, my baby, I know it's hard for you, my baby, because it's hard for me, my baby, in the darkest hours behold light. So each night before you go to bed, my baby, whisper a little prayer for me, my baby, and tell the good Lord above, this is dedicated to the one I love. Life could never be exactly like we want it to be. How can I be satisfied knowing that you love me? One thing I want you to do, especially for me, and it's something that everybody needs. Each night before you go to bed, my whisper a little prayer for me, my baby, and tell the good Lord above, this is dedicated to the one I love. This is dedicated to the one I love. Can I see the hands in the air for Jamaica 60? Let me see you. Dedicated to you. Dedicated to you. While I'm far away from you, my baby, I know it's hard for you, my baby, because it's hard for me, my baby, in the darkest hours before life could never be what we wanted to be. How can I be satisfied knowing that you love me? One thing I want you to do, especially for me, and it's something that everybody needs. Each night before you go, whisper a little prayer for me, my baby, and tell the good Lord above, this is dedicated to the one I love. This is dedicated to the one I love. I'm gonna tell you one more time, yeah. Dedicated, 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 dedicated to you, and dedicated to you, dedicated to you, and dedicated to you. I gotta tell you, this is dedicated to Jamaica, to you. My name is Bitty McLean. Thank you. Good night.
And you remember me.
Okay, nice to meet you, Delman. Thank you.
And I'll probably see you in Jamaica because I'm trying to go down this year for this
I'm
celebration.
trying to go down as well.
And
Yeah.
And your city, where you're from? Nice city. I'm from Kingston.
Okay. Brilliant. Wasn't that wonderful, ladies and gentlemen? Give it up one more time for our entertainers of the night, Miss Carol Thompson And Mr. Bitty McLean brought back so many wonderful memories. Ladies and gentlemen, I hate to say it, but we are drawing to a close this evening. I hope you enjoyed the night. I think we have some music lined up at the back, I think. Yes? I'm getting a signal from Daddy Ernie at the back saying yes, so there's a little bit more dancing and music lined up for you guys. So it's not quite over yet. I hope your belly's full. You've eaten, you've had a drink, you're feeling a bit nice, and you're ready to shake a leg and skank 2 full. My name is Janelle Rayburn. It's been a pleasure and an honor being your host this evening. Here's to Jamaica 60, everybody. Give it up for Jamaica 60. I hope to see you at a celebration either here or in Jamaica. It's been wonderful. You've been amazing. Thank you and enjoy the rest of your night, ladies and gentlemen. Good night.
Girl this morning, and she was beauty to my eyes. I asked her where she from, she tell me in the tropics. She asked me what's my name, I tell her I am Chronix. And I said, girl, tell me what's your name, and she tell me that her name is Jamaica. And I said, smile, girl, smile, smile for me, Jamaica. And I said, smile, girl, smile, ooh Lord, smile for me, Jamaica. Never you cry, here am I, yeah, I'm here for you, Jamaica. Dry your eyes, girl, smile, smile for me, Jamaica. Lord, hey, she have a rich history, a beautiful woman with the sweetest gifts. Beautiful sunrise and an evening kiss of a nice sunset on the evening season. But she tell me, say she tired of the exploit and the liars. She give them reggae, give them beaches, give them flowers and the ferns. All she got is abuse in return. But I say, don't you worry yourself, mama. Hey, Chronix is